Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, yo, Dre, there's a one right there. Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, yo, welcome live, yo. Facts over feelings, man. Let's go. We're gonna wait for a couple people to join the stream. Growing pains with this, you know what I'm saying? It's the first live, this the first one, man. Let's go. It's exclusive. Let's go. This the first time going live. Let's go. We're gonna talk about some real stuff, yo, tonight, yo. For real. Let's go. Let's go. That's the first one. Let's go. Y'all in here, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Came a long way. Like it, for real. I'm just giving people time, enough time to join the stream. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Ever live, first ever live, and we lit. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. This is the first ever one. Facts Over Feelings live. This is a real long time coming. It's been a real long time coming for real. But we back over here. I appreciate everybody for joining live. Like I said, like and share the stream. We're gonna talk about something real controversial. I try to talk about stuff that's controversial without conflict, and that's the main thing about everything. So, like I said, appreciate everybody for joining the stream that's here. And without further ado, this whole broadcast, everything is a learning process. So you're gonna have to bear with me. But we talking about interracial relationships, and it's important though. Everything is important that that I'm talking about, because it deals with the community, it deals with the communities that we live in, it deals with social structures that we don't even talk about, and social infrastructure that we don't even talk about. So um yeah, it's important. So without further ado, we gonna get started into the program. Like, share, subscribe, everything. It's a go. So it's a lot of stuff to talk about with interracial relationships, and uh, we have people that have mixed feelings about it, and this goes into interracial dating and stuff like that. The stigmas that people don't want to talk. So a lot of stuff from the people, and a lot of stuff people don't want to talk about is the stigmas. Like, what if you are white? What if you are black? What if you're Latino? And what if you bring someone home that's not of the same ethnicity and the same background? So that becomes a problem in a lot of people's homes that people don't discuss. And I'm getting ready to show you guys very shortly, with with the video, and we're gonna sit here and discuss, and we're gonna see um how interracial relationships actually impact society. Like, what do we see when we see other people? Because, like, really, people, um, you see people around about, you hear stories, and people will say, okay, well, I'm with this person, and it's us of another race, and um, they get an animosity from their own people, their own kindred, because um, you with somebody of another race. But this is something deep, though. And let me tell you how it's deep, because we don't talk about it enough to be discussed, and we just brush it off like it's nothing. We brush it off like it's nothing, and then pretend like it's nothing, but it becomes a whole full-blown issue within our households. And that's a major issue that we don't talk about. So this will help us grow as a community. I feel like it's beneficial to us as a community. And like I said, this is a learning process as well with the live. So this is my first live. I'm live on YouTube, I'm live on Facebook, and and we're gonna show you. So as far as interracial relationships, a few things that we have to um pay attention to. One thing is the family dynamic of the relationship. When we have when we come from a certain family, certain dynamic, instinctively, you know what I'm saying, it's like innate in us to date our own kind. For lack of better words, when we have to date our own kind, and when we date our own kind, you know what I'm saying, it seems natural. It's like it's natural, but at the same time, it could be unnatural. So we have a lot of relationships with people that have babies, with people that have kids, and man, it's it's crazy. And I don't even want to get into my beliefs and thoughts too much. But what I will say is, like, basically for me, you know what I'm saying, I have uh no real relations with anyone outside of the black race, and that's just because of my preference. That would go into and tie into another that would go and tie into another conversation. But um at the same time, we still need to focus on the main idea. So let me tell you the main idea what I'm talking about. All right, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm looking up some stuff. And like I said, this is my first live, so bear with me. So with interracial relationships, right? What we have is a dichotomy of the household. And when we get to a dichotomy of households, we get to see that cultures impact people. and other things impact people, including racial preferences and stuff like that. Oh, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about too. So when people have racial preferences, which we don't talk about, like let's say somebody say I only date white or I only date black, and they only white, they only black, or I only date Asian. That's not racist. It's not racist. That's my view. It's not racist. And it took me a while to realize that it wasn't, but it's not. It's a preference. Your preference can't be racist. Um, number one, and number two, people try to um, do what we call self-preservation. So, like, let's say white people say, "Okay, um, I only want my people to marry and have children with other white people." Is that really racist? Is that really racist? I've seen it. When white women say, "Oh, I only date white guys," and white men say, "I only date black women," is that really racist, or is that self-preservation? Is it natural for us to preserve our own race, or is it natural for us to date outside our race? And see, that's why the conversation about interracial marriage is so very important. It's so very important because it hurts so many people tremendously when they see that a loved one go outside their race, and then it hurts so many people when they are interracially dating to see their loved ones disown them. This is why it's important. So let's get into it. If you got something that you want to say, if you want to leave comments, let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? And let me know what you think about interracial dating. I know a lot of people that date interracially and have kids. See, that it's not just about you at the end of the day either. And when you have kids and you have kids that are interracial, how are these kids growing up? You know what I'm saying? I'm not interracial, I'm not biracial, but how are these kids growing up as well? So it's it's a lot of stuff to talk about with interracial dating. And these are subjects that we shy away from and that we choose not to talk about, but that's very important. If your child was to come home and present another race to you, whether it be Asian, whatever races, whatever other race there is out here, Caucasian, black, or whatever, and whatever ethnicity that you are, would you feel comfortable with that? Be honest. I mean, be honest. This is facts over feelings. So we have to talk about facts over our feelings and bringing facts into the equation. So what I'm gonna do is let me do this. Let me do this. Let me go to let me go and put a question up and let me see what people think about this. Let's see what people think about this. What is the most common type of interracial relationship? What is the most common type of interracial relationship? And this is why I say we have to be careful about what we think. So if you don't use Google or anything like that, and you ask yourself what is the most common type of interracial relationship, I think a lot of people will probably say black man and a white woman, somewhere along that line. I'm not going to speak for everybody. I can't say that, but the most common type of interracial relationship, and I'm going to look it up here in Google. And what I'm going to do is I'll just do this. We're gonna share screen. Watch this. We're gonna share the screen so y'all know. And I looked it up, Bosh. I really did. So it's not gonna take away from anything. So let's go to Google. Let's share this window, right? And let's look at what is the most common type of interracial relationship, right? So like I said, y'all can see I'm an open book, right? I don't know how I got the blood type. Let's go back. And like I said, this is the first live too. So you know what I'm saying? We only gonna grow as it goes along. But common type. hold on. We gonna get it right. Interracial relation, right? My computer's slow, and I'm gonna upgrade on everything too. This is a real live. We talk about facts over feelings, so of course I gotta bring up facts. I have to bring up facts when we discuss topics like these. We gotta bring up facts. So, what is the most common type? And I brought this up again. Common type. I don't know how it does that. Like I said, the computer slow. So I have no problem with that. I have no problem with mistakes and everything like that. This is my first live. Well, y'all gonna look at it with me. And so this is why I need people to understand that, with all this information and stuff that's out here, we need to use the information that's available to us to make the best decisions. So let's go again. Interracial. I'm gonna just type it in instead of trying to be fancy. So let's see if it shows. Bam. And this is what I wanted to get to. Google says the most common interracial marriage in the United States is an American Asian female married to a white American male. This is followed by white American female married to a black American male. So, what this is saying is that Asian women and white men are the most common type of interracial marriage. And so that's the stuff that I'm saying like that. What do we think is the most common type of marriage? And I'm pretty sure people would say white men and black women, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I mean white women and black men or whatever. But yeah, yet and still, amazingly, it's the Asian woman and the white man. So that's important. That's important. That says a lot about our society. That says a lot about it just says a lot about everything. The most common type of interracial relationship, according to Google, is the white man and the Asian woman. And that's a fact. See, this is why we have facts over feelings. This is exactly why it's facts over feelings. Because regardless of what we believe, we say that the black man lead a white woman and everything else like that. These are facts. You know what I'm saying? But the second most, you know what I'm saying, common interracial relationship is a black man and a black woman. So with all that being said, that can kill a lot of stigmas and everything about uh, like how they say black men go to white women. Well, we can look that up too when they get money and all that other stuff. We can look that stuff up too. This is facts over feelings where we look up statistics. But and still it's some other videos I wanted to go over with you. If you just bear with me here, I'm gonna pull up some other videos, right? And these videos I'm gonna pull up, it helps us understand interracial relationships, and we can sit here and we can look at it together, and we can break it down. Together, so we can see the facts and not our feelings. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we get our feelings involved into stuff, and it changes our perception about reality. And perception is a deceptive word too, because your perception is not always reality, and that's why they have magic. But I'm not gonna go too deep into what I'm getting into. I'm just going to pull up some videos for you so we can look at it together. And I hope y'all can hear it. And like I said, this is my first live. So if y'all can't hear the videos that I pull up, hopefully y'all can see the tabs I pull up and stuff like that. And if not, like I said, I'll work on it later. This is just my first live. And I appreciate the support. I would appreciate people comment, like, share, and all of that stuff, because it is important. It is very important. It is extremely, extremely important. Um, but as it pertains to interracial relationships, now we have a lot of cases where we have passport bros and stuff like that. And if people get into the community of the online space and the manosphere, they talk about passport bros and men leaving the country and find other women, and this is important. Men leaving countries and finding other women of other countries. And see, me, I'm one that don't think the grass is green on the other side. Um, I love who I love, which is black women. That's just my thing. That's my preference. And like I said, people can't be wrong about their preference. For somebody to say, "Oh, I only like black women," or "I only like white men," or "I only like white women," that is your preference, and it is perfectly okay. And another thing along with this conversation as well too is that having your preference is not racist. It's not racist. They say black people racist, white people racist, all this other stuff. We're gonna break down. We're gonna break down all that stuff tonight. Why? We're gonna break down all of that stuff tonight. So number one, number one, people naturally try to preserve their own race. Naturally try to preserve their own race. For somebody to say that I only like my own race, it is far more common than anything else. And it doesn't mean that if you like another race, what I'm saying, it's completely wrong. It's completely legal. That's the truth of the matter. It's completely legal. It's completely acceptable in society, um, to a degree. Because although it's legal, is it legal in your house? Is it legal in your family? Would that stuff change the dynamic of the family? And see here, while we thinking about the most common interracial relationship, of course, me as a black man, I would think the most common interracial relationship, or especially marriage, I would think the most common would be black and white, clear as day. But it's not. It's not, and we just seen that, and we just saw that. I should say, we just saw that, whatever the correct phrase may be. And like I said, I appreciate everybody for joining the live, for joining the stream. And I'm gonna get better with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just it's really just a test. I don't even really care for real. But I'm talking about something that's serious within our community, which is interracial relationships. And it makes a huge impact on us. Some people feel like it's treason, it's high treason, it's the highest treason. Do people know about Umar Johnson? Brother Umar Johnson? Yeah. So there's people out here that believe it's high treason, and I actually had some people that were supposed to join the panel that was supposed to come on and had some experience, but other things happen. You know what I'm saying? But there are people, trust and believe, there are people that I know. One person I'm supposed to bring on the panel, my man Rel. Shout out Rel, yo. He not here, but shout out my man Rel anyway. Yeah, real interracial uh real interracial relationships, and having babies and stuff out of those relationships. And I would love to see I would love to hear from those children who are products of that. And I had a conversation last night, for real. I had a conversation last night where well, not last night, the night before last, where it was a female that I was talking to, and she was a product of an interracial relationship, and she was saying how tough it was for her growing up. Because I already knew I was about to have this broadcast podcast, TrueCast. I like to call it TrueCast. That's what I'm gonna call it right now. I'm gonna call it TrueCast. I'm gonna coin that term. Don't nobody take it from me. It's a TrueCast. You heard it right here the first time. It's a TrueCast because I'm only talking about true stuff. But we had a we had a a real intense conversation. I mean, to the wee hours in the morning, we had an intense conversation. Um, because it wasn't just about her being an interracial child, and I was just asking her questions, and we was having a dialogue, and it was very passionate. So I know people are passionate about interracial relationships. So for me, I don't mind, and it's not a problem to me. Just because I don't agree with anything, you know what I'm saying? I think it's the cancel crowd and the Me Too and the Me Too crowd, you know what I'm saying? That cancel culture, those are the people that try to audit what you're saying. Those are the people that always try to, if they don't like what you're saying, they try to cancel you. Me, I can totally face scrutiny and all that stuff. And if I messed up, I would totally say, yo, I'm wrong about it. You know what I'm saying? I would totally say, yo, all right. I might not say right then and there that I'm wrong about it, but eventually I will come to my senses and say, look, I was wrong about this. And yeah, you was right. But it's the people that want to be right at all costs and have that sign language, that shame, guilt, that need to be right. Those are the people that feel the need to those people that feel the need to stress their point and really almost like a cult, like try to force your view on people. Like, I'm not trying to force my view on you. You know what I'm saying? Just this is just what I believe. Just because I will only date, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, only have a kid or marry a black woman, that doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying, I hate you. But far too often, it seems like disagreement, even in politics. Like, we live in a day and time where you can be Republican and Democratic, and based on those views, if we clash heads on who we think should be president, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just create trouble and trauma, like crazy. But yeah, interracial relationships, nonetheless. Barack Obama, our president, our former president, was a product of an interracial relationship. And once I get this computer going, see, my computer is acting dumb. It's crazy, man. Like I said, I'm gonna get all this stuff together. It's my first live. I just want to see how it go down. Um, I just want to see how it go down. But I want to share a video with you guys if it would let me. And it doesn't seem like it's trying to let me share a video. And I think it's because of the laptop I'm on. I think it's because of the laptop I'm on. But either way, nonetheless, if if I can just say this one god dag on it video, god dag on it. Shucks. Maybe maybe I could play the sound. Cause I know I can already bring the sound through the speakers. Maybe if I can play the sound. Because it's not even letting me pull up YouTube. It's crazy. But I hope I'm still live. Yeah, we in here. I hope I can still play live. Dang, man. It's crazy. All right. So you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Let me just do this. Let me pull up interracial relationships. Countries. Let's see. Okay. And I went to the Pew Research. Yeah, Pew Research. Now, so y'all know I ain't lying. So y'all know I ain't lying. I gotta look at this on my phone. You know what I'm saying? I have to look at this on my phone, and it's giving me real data and statistics and everything. So y'all know I'm not lying. But one is the Pew Research Center. trends and patterns in intermarriage. Since 1967, a steady rise in intermarriage in the U.S. In 1967, when laws were overturned in the United States, 3% of newlyweds were married to someone of a different race or ethnicity. Since then, intermarriage rates have steadily climbed. By 1980, the share of intermarried newlyweds had about doubled to 7%, and by 2015, the number had risen to 17%. So from 1980, um, interracial marriages and newlyweds had doubled to 7%, but by 2015, that number had increased to 17%. Right? All told, more than 670,000 newlyweds in 2015 had recently entered into a marriage with someone of a different race or ethnicity. By comparison, in 1980, the first year for which detailed data are available, about 230,000 newlyweds had done so. The long term annual growth in newlyweds marrying someone of a different race or ethnicity has led to dramatic increases in the overall number of people who are presently intermarried, including both those who are recently married and those who did years or even decades earlier. In 2015, that number stood at 11 million, 10% of all people. The share had tripled since 1980, when 3% of married people, about 3 million people altogether, had a spouse of a different race or ethnicity. So, there's several points. There's several points about that too. Um, Several key points that I wanted to hit about that. And like I said, for right now, instead of going on Google, I'm gonna have to show y'all. I'm gonna have to show y'all on my phone. Like, look, I got the stats. Like, I got all the research. I've done all the research on my phone, and we're just gonna go through the stats for real because that's what's more important. That's what's more important is the stats. So, statistics on interracial relationships. According to the United States Census Bureau, the number of interracially married couples has increased from 310,000 in 1970 to 651,000 in 1980, which we just read, to 964,000 in 1990, to 1,464,000 in 2000, and to 2.34 million in 2008, accounting for 0.07, 0.13, 0.18, 2.6, and 3.9 of the total married couples in that year. So, as much as people would like to say that, okay, it's common, it's not that common. It is not that common in the United States. So, what do people really think about interracial relationships? What do people really think about interracial relationships? Let's see. And like I said, I was trying to put it up on YouTube, but the thing is acting crazy for real. Maybe I gotta get a better setup here for real. But okay, we still live. Okay, we already went through the female. Okay, the number of interracial marriages. Okay, so hold on. This is another stat. Like I said, I go through my phone. I already had these notes printed out, and this is not just the Google site for real. You can't go up and down. You can't go up and down. This is not a Google site. You can't go up and down. So I'm just scrolling through pictures, screenshots that I took. So the number of interracial marriages as a proportion of marriages has increased from 3% in 1967, which I think 1967 is the loving case in Virginia, which is why they call Virginia the state of lovers, right? So I'll read again. The number of interracial marriages as a proportion of new marriages has increased from 3% in 1967 to 19% in 2019. Oh, this is what I was saying right here. All right, this is important. The number of interracial marriages, right, and public approval. So public approval of interracial marriages rose from around 5% in the 1950s to 94% in 2021. And I wish I could show y'all this video. I wish I could show y'all this video that I wanted to bring up on YouTube. Let me see if it'll let me bring this video up, man. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna see. Man, we gotta talk about it. If it let me pull it up, it would be awesome. It would be extremely awesome. Okay, yeah. Okay, we got something. So okay, we'll share the screen a little bit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this video. This is one of the videos I wanted to show, but it's another video that I wanted to show about interracial marriages coming up in the 60s and the 70s. And see, like I said, this is my first live. So when as the more I go along and the more people, contribute to the stream, the further it will progress. But yeah, I definitely want to show people these videos. I hope you guys can hear it and stuff like that too. It's crazy. Like I said, I had already done I already had research about the topic well before we even got to the topic. And this is one of the things I've been studying too before, because I want to study the social dynamics of society, because we have a social dynamic of society that I'm fascinated about. And at the same time, you have social engineers, people that engineer society. It's crazy. But you do have people in the world that engineer society, whether you know it or not. And that's important. So let me go ahead and see if I can share the stream. Excuse me, share this, not the stream, but the screen. Brother David said, yeah, he don't know. He think relationships are difficult no matter the scenario. Yeah, and I agree with that. And that's what I was saying too. You got people and brothers, you know what I'm saying, that say they go outside the country, or they'll find white women and not black women. I'm just a person that say, look, the grass might not be greener on the other side. You know what I'm saying? The grass just might not be greener on the other side. And I don't want to find out the hard way. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Bree, I guess. To stick yourself out like that and you stick your neck out like that. But for me, I don't think the grass is green on the other side. I think there's a bigger agenda. I think that there's a bigger issue that is behind this. And the bigger issue is feminism. And I would attack that later. It's a lot of feminists out here. You know what I'm saying? I would attack that later. Because it's facts over feelings. But yeah, we're gonna attack that later. But the real question would be to a lot of people, to the viewers, you know what I'm saying, is would you date outside your race? Because for a lot of people out here that it's gotten that bad, you know what I'm saying, it's gotten that bad to where as though people like, look, I done crossed the other side. I don't even want to deal with no. Or white women saying, I don't even want the white boys. Black women saying, look, I don't even want the black guys. Look, I might got cross over. Black man, we already know. You know what I'm saying? White man, we already know. Men has always been more willing to date outside their race than women in most cases outside of Asian and white. And that's why I wanted to show y'all the statistics. Asian women are the most likely to date outside their race, and then there's white women, and then there's white men, and then there's black men. I believe in that order. But the question is, would you date outside your race? And another thing about being on live too, I think there's like a 45-minute, not minute, 45-second, 1 minute delay. So if you type a comment, it's like delayed heavily. It's delayed heavily. But would you date outside your race? And see, me as of right now, I mean that depends on what you mean by date. You know what I'm saying? Me as a real one, it's like, would you mess with one? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But nah, would you really like? Would it really be like something serious? No, I don't know. People hate to keep it real. People hate to keep it honest. People hate to keep it a stack. But I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not trying to pander to nobody. I don't got freaking pander to nobody. I mean what I said. I might tap that 1 or 2, 3 times, but I ain't taking nothing serious. How can I do that? And it's like, dang, you probably don't even take the man. Come on, man. No, no. But all right, let's see if it'll let me play this video. It look like it's loaded up. Let's go. I'm gonna do screen share. And like I said, it's a live, so it's my first live. So if I'm messing up for real, I'll get it right on the ones following. I'm gonna have to upgrade my equipment too, more than likely too. But let's look at this. Hopefully y'all can hear it. I think I just did something. All right, so I think that messed up. So let me bring that back. I don't know. I ain't gonna bring it back. I hope y'all was able to see that. If not, like I'm working on it. All right. No, matter of fact, see, like I said, this is my first time doing it, so I could bring it back. I could bring it back. Let's bring it back. And we're not gonna watch the whole thing, but let's just watch one of them, and let's just see.
1996, they both just knew.
Oh man, it was just something about her, the vibe that she put off. I was like, that's why I want to marry.
He was really nice. He was different than anybody that I had ever dated before. He was just very genuine and kind.
When your parents realized that you were seriously interested in someone from a different race, what was their response?
My mother wasn't, she was cool with it, but there's some still today don't accept it, but we don't care.
Sorry. I still get emotional. It's been many years.
Who gave you a hard time about it?
I don't want to say, but it was someone very close to me that basically just disowned me.
The Brooks married in 2000 with their daughter Lexi in the wedding party.
It was just about being happy with each other.
But even today, Tanya, who is a mail carrier,
I need 5 barbecue sandwiches.
and Carlos, who owns a food truck,
What you want, the barbecue or rib?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the screen, but it's, like I said, I'm learning. I would have hoped that y'all can see that. Let me remove that. I would have hoped that y'all could have saw that. It's crazy. Figuring out this live stream stuff. Like I said, it's the first live. And it's not all bad. It's not all good, but it's not all bad either. But yeah, interracial marriage is something interesting because this is something that we face every day and that our children face. And how do you even, I wish I had somebody on here that was a part of that, which I was originally supposed to, but it didn't happen like that. And I know several people, but it just turns out that everybody just can't come together. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just launching it by myself, and I'm saying, yo, let's just do it. What's good, brother? What's brother David? I'm really just trying to get everything right. This really just like a test run though. But it is important. It is important to get everything right because I want to make sure that these streams is presented as best as possible. So through all this other stuff, it's just a learning experience. It's just a learning curve, and we can go through it together. But let's let's look at some other videos. If it let's see if we can get some other videos. I hope y'all could have saw the other videos too. I really did. This goddamn live thing. And see, it would have been good too if I had the right equipment. But I didn't know if I had the right equipment till now. So y'all can let me know what I need help on, and I'll be more than willing to fix that. Yeah, I'll be more than willing to fix that. Ooh, so okay, we got some videos. We got some videos. I got some videos I've never seen. I don't know how to pull up the information that I already had to join the stream. And this is a free thing. So like people liking and sharing the stream and putting in cash apps, that will help me grow the channel enough to make better production too. I paid money for this equipment. It costs money to do this. Costs a lot of money just to drip like that. That's real money. But all right, so it looked like it's loading. It looked like it's gonna do something. I hope it'll do something, because if not, like I said, it's a learning experience. And all these pointers that I pointed out in the data is not gonna go on there. Wait. Oh, so yeah, I think I know why you guys probably didn't hear the video. Yep. I think I whoa, wait. Yeah, I think I got it. So a lot of this stuff is a learning curve, like I said, but we're gonna get into it. We're gonna watch these videos. Why? All right. So let's escape that. Yeah, let's escape that. Let's do it. So let's go ahead and share the screen. Let's share the screen. And I think you're gonna hear it this time. I think you're gonna hear it this time. If it play. Yeah, so it didn't let me play that. I don't know what's going on. I gotta get better with that one. Yeah, see, the connection and everything. I do not know how to get this thing to work. I've been fooling with it, but I'm gonna get it right. Wow.
For me, just because I'm very into Black love.
I would say yes.
Yes, but not white women. If you go back far enough, your family probably owned slaves. No.
I'm not opposed to it, but it's not what I'm trying to get to. I think if you want to explore people, that's cool. I just don't see myself settling down with anyone outside of my race.
Maybe with any race other than white people, I'm sorry, like I'm not usually attracted to white men unless they're like famous or like movie stars.
If y'all see me in an interracial relationship, it's a cry for help. I'm in a sunken place. Get me out of there.
Have you ever been in an interracial relationship?
Yes, in high school.
And how was that for you?
I learned better. Not to say that it was a bad relationship, but like it's not for me. So I learned and now I've grown. Amen.
Amen.
I'm actually in one right now.
All right, now, so one thing that we can see, that we can conclude for real, this facts and feelings. One thing that we can see and one thing that we can conclude is that, you know, black people tend to stick with other black people, regardless of the stereotypes and stuff like that. A lot of these men don't look like bums. They look decent, presentable, upstanding people in their respective societies, wherever they may be from. Another thing is that we see that black women especially might not like white men as much. And that is a statistic. I was looking for that video. I have that video somewhere, but there are statistics that show pretty much the trend in each demographic, which I may not be able to talk about because I can't see the video, but nonetheless, it's still important. Let's go.
Right now, my girlfriend is South American. She's from Peru. So.
And you're living your best life.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good.
It's been good.
I have been in one before. At the end of the day, I couldn't get over the whiteness. I think like the race structures and the power structures will always be an incredible like imbalance that I'm not going to be able to stomach or get over or heal from.
I would say that I have been in an interracial relationship and it just stressed me out too much. I don't think I would ever do that again, just on like the basis of my black politic, my pro-black politic, and I just couldn't date somebody who wouldn't go as hard and as deep for like pro-black politics.
I have been in one. My last relationship was actually an interracial relationship. It was not easy at all, to say the least. There was a lot of different cultural differences in the relationship, but I could expect that.
Do you feel as though sometimes black women can be fetishized in interracial relationships?
Yes. People sometimes look at black women as something to like conquer, like an experience versus an actual person.
As a black woman, I
Man, it just didn't work like that. But you know, this a learning experience nonetheless. It's still a learning experience. I'm gonna get that right. But it's still a learning experience, and I'm gonna get this right. I tried to play this name over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, but it still seemed to not try to work for me. I got plenty of notes. I had plenty of notes, plenty of them, but choose not to work. But like I said, it's a learning experience, and I'm grateful for it as well too, because it took a long time. I came a long way. You know what I'm saying? For this to happen, it's a lot of stuff to take. It's a lot of stuff to take for it to happen. Like the camera, you know, mic interface, all of that stuff. The software. It's a lot of stuff that it take to get this going on, and I'm just figuring this out. I'm just finding this out. You know what I'm saying? So as I grow, we gonna grow. But before the in the live stream, I guess I'll get my real thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And this gonna be more of this is gonna be more of a freestyle than it is of what I had planned. But basically, the gist of what I was saying is that we need to talk about interracial relationships because they're important. Because we got women that complain about men dating outside their race. Men, we don't complain as much. That's a fact. But then we got men that move different. You know what I'm saying? When they get money or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? They say, and they did outside their race. People don't want to know why. Then you got the men that's out there. That's the passport bros. See, I don't know if y'all know about the passport bros or not, but that's a subject that needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? These are men that you know what I'm saying, go to other countries that say that it's just no women here. These are men that's fed up with the current climate and conditions of the dating in America, to where as though they go to other countries and seek out other women. But it gets deeper than that as well too, because now you got people that don't date outside their race because of religious reasons and cultural reasons. There's plenty cultures, basically every culture has that particular reason. But is that wrong though? Is dating outside your race wrong? That's the question. We may not we may not realize that, but that is a big thing. That is a big, huge thing. So let's say you got a child, right? You have a child, and your child basically came home with another person from another race, and they was dating them seriously. And I know everybody would say, okay, just trying to be politically correct. Oh, I wouldn't mind that. No, I wouldn't mind that. But really, would you? Really, would you? Do you teach your children that, or do you not? And there are a lot more people coming out, you know what I'm saying, and really showing that they don't teach their children race, and they don't teach their children color, and they willing to accept everything. But is that really normal? So I had read the stat that the number of interracial marriages was 3% in 1967. And then by the time of 2019, that number rose to 19%. But the funny thing about this is that the public approval of intermarriages rose from 5% in 1950. Let me get this right. Let me see. Let me get it right. Rose from 5% in 1950 to 94% in 2021. But see, regardless of that, there's some other interesting facts I want to get into. This thing won't let me show y'all, because regardless of whatever those stats is I just pulled up, there's going to be some stats that will show you. All right, when you get to demographics, when you get to certain type of political groups. All right, for instance, see, I hope somebody can find it, but the number of Republicans who approve of interracial marriages is only 28%. So how is it that the public approval rose 94%? How is it public approval rose 94% in 2021, but only 28% of Republicans when they asked them, do they approve of interracial marriage? Only 28% of them approved of it, but not all the rest of them disapproved of it either. I think they chose not to speak or whatever. They was neutral or whatever. But yeah, those are the facts. I think the statistics was when they asked about it, 61% of black people didn't have a problem with didn't have a problem with interracial dating. But when you break down those wrong, and don't correct me on that. I mean you can correct me on that. I meant to say don't quote me on that, but I think it was somewhere around 61% or something like that. But when you really break down the numbers, I think it was more black. Well, I know it was more black men that approve of interracial dating than black women. And actually, the statistics showed that I think that black women are the most race loyal, whereas though most of them do not date outside their race. And those were the statistics. There's a lot of other statistics that I wish I could show y'all. I'm gonna find out a way to bring that before y'all. I'm gonna find out a way to correct this lie. Like I said, it's a learning experience. It's the first lie. I'm gonna find out a way to correct this lie and get the videos that I'm supposed to show y'all. I'm gonna find out a way to bring that up here, so then we can discuss it, because this stuff is some good information, and this information don't just come overnight. You can't just Google this stuff in a couple of days and just come up with this information, which is why I want to show y'all these videos and these this information that I have as far as this topic is concerned. But I got a lot of information about a lot of stuff I talk about, but I'm never going to talk about nothing I don't know about, except I guess interracial marriage, because I don't know much about that. Other than what the Bible says, other than what society says and what data has, I don't know much about it. I have very few experiences on that type of plane with another race. I'm about to say the other race, but it is not. It's not like the other. There's plenty of other races. I just haven't dated them, and it would be nice to have people on the show eventually. It'd be nice to have people on the show that have that experience, which I know several, and I try to get a couple on, just a couple. But both of them fell through. It would have been a better show too. Trust me, the show gonna get better and better and better and better and better and better and better. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. I'm gonna find out how to tweak the equipment so I can bring up this information when I want to, because it'll give y'all the visuals that I need y'all to have. Let me see. Yeah, it'll give y'all the visuals I need y'all to have. It's just not doing that for me right now. Really not. Let me see. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Yep. Yeah. No, it's acting crazy. So pretty soon I'm gonna end this live. I just had to figure out how to use this equipment. I just couldn't wait to use this stuff. I just could not wait to use this goddamn equipment. I've been fooling with it for a minute, though. Trust and believe, I've been fooling with it for a minute. I've been fooling with this for a minute. Well, I got on St. Patrick's Day. It is now April the 1st, April the 2nd, whatever time it is, if it's at the 12th. Yeah, it's not working. All right, so I tried. The next time I come out with this daggone it platform, it's gonna be a lot more put together. Right. It's not gonna take me long though. It might still look like this. I know what I need to. I know what I need to have done in order to fix the platform, but it's not gonna look like this. It's not gonna be like this when I'm done. When I'm done, it's gonna run smoothly. It's gonna run super smooth. But anyway, I appreciate everybody for everybody that joined, everybody that's gonna see live. I definitely appreciate it. I'm about to end this daggone thing because I can't bring up all my notes and stuff. I was prepared. I had a lot of notes and stuff like that to go over, but a lot of scenes too that I wanted to put in here. A lot of scenes, a lot of stuff that go in the background that people don't even know. They go into it, but I can't bring it. I can't pull it up. But look, this is what we're gonna do in the future, though. But in the future, this is what we got planned. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have respectful conversations when we have when we have controversial subjects and stuff like that. The questions and comments and stuff from the crowd and stuff like that from people and the viewers, that's the stuff that keeps the content going. So it's always gonna be viewer friendly. It's always gonna be viewer friendly going from here on out. As always, we gonna make sure that the people and the viewers have more control over the conversation, really, and we're in the direction of the conversation. Although we have a few pointers, we're gonna be respectful, and we're gonna always keep it respectful. Like I always say, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna try to have the guests on to keep the show going the way that it's supposed to go, because I had a couple of guests that were supposed to I had a couple guests that were supposed to join the stream tonight, but they ain't join it. But it's all right. But this gonna be the end of the cast. All right.